In the United States, pickup trucks rule the roads. When worries about how far a truck could go on a gallon of gas eased up in the early 2000s, these powerful vehicles became super popular again. But just because they're popular doesn't mean they're all good. Actually, when something gets really popular, companies often rush to make more of it, even if it's not great quality. Buying a pickup truck has always been risky. You might get a great one, or you might end up with a dud. Here are some of the absolute worst pickup trucks you'll definitely want to steer clear of. Number 17. 1971 Ford Pinto Pickup. The Ford Pinto Pickup was a subcompact vehicle produced by Ford Motor Company in North America from 1971 to 1980. As Ford's first subcompact model in this market, the Pinto was available in 3 body styles: a 2-door fastback sedan, a 3-door hatchback, and a 2-door station wagon. Mercury also offered a rebadged version of the Pinto called the Mercury Bobcat, which was sold from 1975 to 1980 and from 1974 to 1980 in Canada. The 1971 Ford Pinto Pickup featured several engine options to cater to different performance needs. The most common engines included a 97.6 cubic inch Kent inline-4 engine, a 122 cubic inch EAO inline-4 engine, a 140.4 cubic inch L23 inline-4 engine, and a 170.9 cubic inch Cologne V6 engine. These engines offered varying degrees of power, with the smaller engines producing between 60 and 100 horsepower, and the larger V6 providing additional performance. The Pinto Pickup was available with a 4-speed manual transmission and a 3-speed C3 Select Shift Cruise-O-Matic automatic transmission, offering flexibility to drivers. Despite these options, the Ford Pinto Pickup gained notoriety for its safety issues. The vehicle's design, particularly the placement of its fuel tank, made it prone to rupturing in rear-end collisions, leading to potentially deadly fires. This serious safety flaw attracted significant media and government attention, resulting in Ford recalling all 220,000 Pintos manufactured before March 19, 1971 to address the problem. The Ford Pinto, with over 3 million units produced, surpassed domestic competitors like the Chevrolet Vega and the AMC Gremlin. However, it is remembered more for its safety controversies than for its design or performance. The Pinto remains an important part of automotive history, serving as a case study in business ethics and tort reform. Number 16. 1972 Chevrolet Love. The Chevrolet Love, short for Light Utility Vehicle, was introduced to the North American market in 1972. This vehicle, which saw various updates and modifications over the years, remained in production until 1982. At that point, it was succeeded by the Chevrolet S10. The Love was originally designed and manufactured by Isuzu as the Isuzu Faster. When it arrived in the United States, it was a badge-engineered version of this Japanese market vehicle. Among its various engine options, the 2.2-liter diesel engine was notable. Introduced in the 1981 and 1982 models, this engine offered decent fuel efficiency, though it lacked the power of gasoline engines. Other engine sizes were available as well, but the 2.2-liter diesel stood out. In terms of horsepower, the output depended on the engine type. The 2.2-liter diesel engine produced about 58 horsepower, which was relatively low, even by the standards of that time. The transmission options included both manual and automatic gearboxes, allowing drivers to choose their preferred driving experience. Despite these features, the Chevrolet Love faced significant criticism and was often considered one of the worst pickup trucks of its time. One major issue was its durability, particularly its tendency to rust. Many owners reported that body panels and structural components began to rust prematurely. Additionally, the 2.2-liter diesel engine was underpowered, which affected its acceleration and towing capacity, crucial aspects for a pickup truck. The Love also had a limited payload capacity, making it less practical for heavy-duty tasks. Furthermore, it faced stiff competition from domestic trucks like the Ford F-Series and the Chevrolet CK, which offered better reliability, power, and features. These American-made trucks overshadowed the Love in the market. Despite its shortcomings, the Chevrolet Love remains a nostalgic symbol of a time when compact trucks were becoming popular. Number 15. 1982 Dodge Rampage. The Dodge Rampage was a small utility vehicle produced between 1982 and 1984. Built on Chrysler's L platform, the Rampage was a subcompact unibody coupe utility, essentially a car with a truck bed. It shared its foundation and front-end design with the Dodge Omni 024, which was later renamed the Charger. During its production, Plymouth also released a similar model called the Plymouth Scamp. One of the notable features of the Rampage was its unique suspension system. The front used coil struts and a linkless sway bar, while the rear employed leaf springs with specially designed shock absorbers. This setup was intended to enhance the vehicle's handling and ride quality. Under the hood, the Rampage was powered by a Chrysler-built and designed 2.2-liter carbureted inline-4 engine. Depending on the model year, this engine produced between 84 and 99 horsepower, which was relatively modest and impacted the vehicle's overall performance. Initially, the Rampage was available with a 4-speed manual or 3-speed automatic transmission. In 1983, a 5-speed manual transmission was introduced, which helped improve the truck's performance. Despite these efforts, the Rampage struggled in several key areas. Its front-wheel drive setup and limited engine power could not compete with traditional rear-wheel drive pickups. Additionally, it had a small payload capacity of only 1,145 pounds, significantly less than competitors like the Chevrolet El Camino. Moreover, the Rampage faced stiff competition from other small pickups, including the Volkswagen Rabbit sport truck and Subaru Brat. Although it received a facelift in 1984, these challenges ultimately led to its discontinuation after only 3 years on the market. Despite its short lifespan, there were some notable variations of the Rampage. While there are rumors of a Shelby Rampage, no official records confirm its existence. However, a special direct connection version of the Rampage, featuring styling cues from the Shelby Charger, was sold exclusively in certain California area Dodge dealerships. This version added a unique touch to the Rampage's brief history, but was not enough to secure its place in the competitive pickup market. Before we continue, remember to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on more content like this. Now, let's jump back into the video. Number 14, 1978 GMC Caballero. The GMC Sprint, which was later renamed the GMC Caballero, was produced from 1978 to 1987. It was GMC's version of the Chevrolet El Camino, a car-based pickup truck. Essentially, it was a rebranded El Camino with GMC's distinct styling and features. The Caballero shared its platform with the Chevrolet Chevelle station wagon and 4-door sedan. Throughout its production years, its front-end design saw several changes. From 1978 through 1981, the Caballero featured an egg crate-style grille. In 1982, this design evolved into a full-width grille that housed 4 headlights and a 4-row crosshatch pattern. This new design remained until the end of its production in 1987. Under the hood, the Caballero offered various engine options. The base engine was a 3.3-liter V6 paired with a 3-speed manual transmission. Optional engines included a 3.8-liter V6, a 5-liter V8, and a 5.7-liter V8. Most of these engines were commonly paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission. The horsepower ratings of the Caballero's engines also varied over the years. In 1971, the engines produced between 145 horsepower for the inline-6 to 365 horsepower for the 454 cubic inch displacement V8. By 1972, the ratings switched to net figures, which are measured with the engine installed in the vehicle with accessories and emission controllers. This resulted in lower horsepower figures, ranging from 110 horsepower for the 6-cylinder to 270 horsepower for the 454 cubic inch displacement V8. Transmission options for the Caballero included a 3-speed automatic, a 3-speed manual, and a 4-speed manual. Despite its unique features, the GMC Caballero is considered one of the worst pickup trucks by some. This is due to several reasons. The styling of the Caballero, particularly the front-end changes in later years, was polarizing. Performance suffered due to emissions regulations, which led to decreased power output. The Caballero faced tough competition from other trucks and lacked the ruggedness typically associated with traditional pickups. Moreover, as a car-based pickup, it struggled with an identity crisis, not fitting neatly into either the car or truck category, which confused many buyers. These factors combined to tarnish its reputation among pickup enthusiasts. Number 13, 2003 Chevrolet SSR. The Chevrolet SSR was produced from 2003 to 2006. This unique vehicle was a limited production pickup truck featuring a retractable hardtop. Its design was inspired by Chevrolet's late 1940s advanced design trucks, particularly the 1947 to 1955 pickups, aiming to evoke the nostalgia of classic American trucks. One of its standout features was the steel body retractable hardtop, designed by Karmann and built by ASC, which allowed the vehicle to transform from a coupe to a roadster with the push of a button. Additionally, the front fenders were created using deep draw stampings, a technique not commonly used in automotive manufacturing at the time. The production model of the SSR was based on the Supersport Roadster concept car, showcased at the 2000 Detroit Auto Show, which used the chassis from the Chevrolet S10 pickup. The SSR was available with two engine options during its production years. From 2003 to 2004, it was equipped with General Motors' 5.3-liter Vortec 5300 V8 engine, producing 300 horsepower. In 2005 and 2006, it received an upgrade to the 390 horsepower LS2 V8 engine, which was also found in the C6 Corvette, Trailblazer SS, and the Pontiac GTO, offering a significant power boost. The LS2 powered SSR had an advertised 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 5.29 seconds when paired with the 6-speed Tremac manual transmission, which was quite impressive for a pickup. Transmission options included a 6-speed Tremac T56 manual and 4-speed automatics. Despite its unique blend of retro styling and modern features, the SSR became one of the most polarizing trucks in American automotive history. It struggled with sales, selling fewer than 9,000 units at a high price of around $42,000 each. The SSR suffered from an identity crisis, as it did not fit neatly into any category. It was neither a traditional pickup nor a pure sports car, which confused some potential buyers. Additionally, the retractable hardtop compromised cargo space, making it less practical as a pickup truck. Its high price also deferred potential buyers, contributing to its struggles in the market. Number 12. 2001 Ford Explorer Sport Track. The Ford Explorer Sport Track was made from 2001 to 2010. It was designed to combine the features of a sport utility vehicle with the practicality of a pickup truck bed. Essentially, it was an Explorer SUV with a pickup bed attached at the back, creating a unique hybrid vehicle. The bed was only 4 feet long, limiting its ability to carry large loads, but it did have a secure, waterproof cover. There were two engine choices available for the Sport Track. From 2001 to 2004, it came with a 4-liter V6 engine producing 205 horsepower at 5,200 RPM. From 2005 to 2010, it was upgraded to a 4.6-liter V8 engine, delivering 240 horsepower at 3,000 RPM. Transmission options included a 5-speed manual with overdrive and a 5-speed automatic. Despite its unique design, the Sport Track received mixed reviews in America. Some criticisms included its short bed, which limited its usefulness for serious hauling or work. Additionally, its weight, especially with the V8 engine, sometimes posed challenges. The vehicle also struggled with its identity, as it didn't fit neatly into either the SUV or pickup category. Competition from other manufacturers offering more versatile options further fueled the debate surrounding the Sport Track. Number 11. 2002 Chevrolet Avalanche. The Chevrolet Avalanche was made from 2002 to 2013, offering a mix of passenger comfort and cargo utility. It was a blend of an SUV and a pickup truck. One notable feature was its combined cabin and cargo bed. Another unique aspect was the mid-gate system, allowing the removal of the rear panel behind the seats. This extended the cargo area into the cabin, creating a longer bed. Additionally, it had a weatherproof and secure 3-piece cover for the cargo bed. Equipped with the OnStar telematic system, the Avalanche prioritized safety and connectivity. Under the hood, it offered two engine options. From 2002 to 2006, it had a 5.3-liter Vortec V8 engine, producing 320 horsepower. From 2007 to 2013, it was upgraded to a 5.3-liter flex fuel V8, maintaining the same horsepower. Transmission-wise, it offered a 6-speed automatic option. However, the Avalanche received mixed reviews and sparked debate among Americans. Its identity crisis, not fitting neatly into either SUV or pickup categories, confused some buyers. Despite the extended cargo bed, the short bed length limited its hauling capacity. Heavy due to its SUV-based design, it suffered in terms of fuel efficiency. Additionally, opinions on its styling were divided, with some loving its unique appearance and others finding it bulky. Number 10. 1989 Dodge Dakota Convertible. From 1989 to 1991, the Dodge Dakota Convertible hit the market, aiming to catch the eyes of buyers seeking something different. It was the first modern convertible pickup truck, straight from the factory, not a custom creation. Its standout feature was the removable rear panel, known as the midgate, which extended the cargo area into the cabin by folding down the rear seats. Equipped with the Dakota Line Sport Package, it boasted a 125 horsepower 3.9-liter V6 engine, alloy wheels, driving lights, and a dash full of gauges, among other features. The Dakota convertible offered a 5-speed manual or an optional 3-speed automatic transmission. despite its unique features, it sparked debate among Americans. Some found its identity confusing, being both a practical pickup and a fun-loving convertible, without fully satisfying either need. Limited production, with only around 2,000 examples made, contributed to its rarity. Additionally, its truck-like driving characteristics and niche appeal left some unimpressed, as its unconventional design didn't resonate with everyone. Number 9. 1999 Ford F-250 HD Powerstroke. The 1999 Ford F-250 HD Powerstroke truck was made in 1999. It had a strong 7.3-liter Powerstroke diesel engine, which was well known for being tough and lasting a long time. People who like trucks really liked this engine. It had 235 horsepower and could produce 500 pound-feet of torque, which means it could handle heavy loads and pull things well. The engine size, at 7.3 liters, helped it make a lot of power. For transmission, there were two choices. One was a 5-speed manual transmission for people who wanted more control while driving. The other was a 6-speed manual transmission just for the diesel version, which helped with towing and carrying heavy things. But even though it had a strong engine and could tow well, many people didn't like it. Here's why. First, it had reliability issues. The engine parts often had problems, which meant owners had to fix them a lot. It rusted easily, especially in places with cold winters and salty roads, and the ride wasn't smooth because the suspension was stiff. It used a lot of fuel, so it wasn't good for saving money on gas. Lastly, it didn't have modern features like other trucks did, making it feel old-fashioned inside. Number 8. 1983 Chevrolet S10 Blazer Pickup. The Chevrolet S10 Blazer was made from 1983 to 1990. It had a special 2.8-liter V6 engine that could make around 110 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque. This engine wasn't super strong, but it gave decent performance for its type. One cool thing about it was the InstaTrack 4-wheel drive system, which let drivers switch between 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive while driving, making it better for off-road adventures. Usually, the S10 Blazer had a 2.5-liter inline-4 engine, but there was an option to get the bigger V6 with a 2.8-liter size. It offered both a 5-speed manual transmission and a 4-speed automatic transmission. Despite looking rugged and being useful, the S10 Blazer wasn't thought of as a great pickup truck. Here's why. First, it had problems with its build quality and reliability. Engine troubles, electrical issues, and rust happened too soon for many owners. Also, it drank a lot of fuel, which wasn't great when gas prices were high. It wasn't very roomy either, so it couldn't carry as much stuff as bigger trucks. Plus, it wasn't comfy on rough roads and didn't have a fancy interior. Number 7. 1982 GMC S15. The GMC S15 was introduced in 1982 and stayed in production until 1993 when the second-generation GMC Sonoma was released. It came with either inline-4 or V6 engines. One of its engine options was a 2.8-liter V6, which, while not super powerful, offered decent performance for its class. A notable feature was the InstaTrack 4-wheel drive system, allowing drivers to switch between 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive on the go, improving its off-road capability. The standard engine for the S15 was a 2.5-liter inline-4, but buyers could opt for the larger 2.8-liter V6. The V6 engine churned out around 110 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque. Transmission choices included a 5-speed manual transmission and a 4-speed automatic transmission. However, despite its practicality and tough appearance, the GMC S15 gained notoriety as one of the least favorable pickup trucks. Some owners reported reliability issues such as oil leaks, distributor problems, and leaky interiors with wind noise. Additionally, despite being a compact truck, it had a limited cargo space. Its suspension setup resulted in a stiff and uncomfortable ride on rough roads, and the V6 engine guzzled fuel, making it not very fuel efficient. Build quality problems further marred its reputation. Number 6. 1986 Jeep Comanche. The Jeep Comanche, also known as the MJ, was a small pickup truck version of the Cherokee SUV made by Jeep from 1986 to 1992. It came with different types of engines, a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder, a 2.8-liter V6, a 4-liter inline-6, and a 2.1-liter turbo diesel. Among these, the 4-liter inline-6 was the most popular because it was reliable and powerful, producing about 190 horsepower. You could choose between a 4-speed Aisin AX4 manual or a 5-speed Aisin AX5 manual transmission for the Comanche. While it boasted good off-road abilities and decent fuel efficiency, achieving up to 21 miles per gallon in the city and 25 miles per gallon on the highway with the 4-cylinder engine, it received criticism for its weak engine options, particularly the GM V6 and Renault diesel. Even with the later introduction of the 4-liter engine, which helped its reputation, the Comanche couldn't escape its fate. After Chrysler bought AMC in 1987, the Comanche was discontinued after the 1992 model year. It would take nearly 3 decades for Jeep to bring back a pickup truck with the release of the 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Number 5. 1972 Ford Courier. The Ford Courier was made from 1972 until 1982. It had a small engine, less than 2 liters in size. At first, it had a 1.8-liter overhead cam engine, which could make 74 horsepower at 5,700 RPM and 92 pound-feet of torque at 3,500 RPM. Later on, a 2-liter engine was added as an option. There was also a bigger 2.3-liter engine, similar to the one in the Ford Pinto, Mustang II, and Mercury Bobcat and Capri. The initial engine was 1.8 liters in size, while the later one was 2 liters. The biggest 2.3-liter engine was available for more power. The Ford Courier came with either a 4-speed manual transmission or a 3-speed automatic transmission. In 1976, a 5-speed manual option was added. Despite its plans, the Ford Courier didn't do well. Many people didn't like it for a few reasons. First, it had a weak frame and wasn't made with good materials. The engine wasn't strong enough, especially the initial 74 horsepower engine, and it wasn't built to last, and it often broke down. Lastly, even though it tried to look like the bigger Ford F-Series trucks, people didn't really like how it looked overall. Number 4. 1976 International Harvester Scout Terra. The International Harvester Scout Terra was made from 1976 to 1980. It was a special version of the Scout II, designed as a half-ton pickup truck and built on a longer 118-inch wheelbase. Even though it was like an SUV, it had strong pickup truck abilities. The Terra had some unique features, including a removable hardtop, black diamond plate steel rear bumper, Raleigh graphics, dual mirrors, and a white painted grille surround. For its engine, there were different options available, but one of the most interesting ones was the Chrysler-Nissan SD33 diesel engine. This engine was a 3.2-liter naturally aspirated inline-six, providing reliable power for off-road adventures. While the displacement of the SD33 diesel engine was 3.2 liters, the exact horsepower rating isn't easily found. However, it was known for being durable and offering good torque, which made it suitable for rugged terrain. The Terra was equipped with a 4-speed manual transmission for engaging driving experience both on and off the road. Despite its current cult classic status, the Terra had its challenges. Its carrying capacity was limited, making it difficult to transport full sheets of plywood due to the narrow space between the wheelhouse. Additionally, some models faced issues with rust and build quality, particularly in the bed and rear quarter panels. International also struggled to compete with Detroit's pickups entering the recreational market, as their heavy truck-focused dealerships were more geared towards commercial buyers than recreational users. Number 3. 1972 Ford Ranchero. It was made from 1972 to 1976. Unlike regular trucks, the Ranchero was built using the body of a 2-door station wagon. This means the part where you sit and the space for carrying stuff were all part of the same body. So you got the feeling of driving a car, but with the usefulness of a truck bed. The Ranchero came with different types of engines. There was an inline-six engine that had a size of 4,097 cubic centimeters. It could produce 98 brake horsepower at 3,400 RPM and used a Motorcraft 1-barrel carburetor. Then, there were 2 types of V8 engines. The 302 V8 was a 4,949 cc, making 140 horsepower at 4,000 RPM with a Motorcraft 2-barrel carburetor. The 400 V8 was larger at 6,555 cc, giving out 172 horsepower at 4,000 RPM with the same type of carburetor. The Ranchero could be bought with either a manual or automatic transmission. The manual had 4 speeds, while the automatic was a 3-speed C6 Select Shift Cruise-O-Matic. However, despite its uniqueness, the Ford Ranchero didn't have the best reputation. There were problems with its quality and reliability. Things like issues with cooling fans and rear axle bearings caused recalls and made people think twice about buying one. Number 2. 1976 Dodge Warlock. Dodge Warlock, a pickup truck that made waves from 1976 to 1979. It was part of Dodge's lineup called Adult Toys, which included special pickup trucks targeting young 4x4 enthusiasts. The truck boasted a short wheelbase design, making it nimble and ideal for off-road escapades. Its visual appeal was enhanced by solid oak sideboards, small, chromed running boards, and a distinctive overall appearance. Inside, the Warlock sported black vinyl upholstery and a predominantly dark color scheme. A gold strapping pattern adorned the dashboard, creating a striking contrast. Additional features included bucket seats, tinted windows, and a tough wheel steering wheel. Buyers had a range of engine options, from the Slant 6 to the powerful 440 RB V8, allowing them to tailor their trucks to their desired power and efficiency levels. The Warlock came in both two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive configurations to accommodate various driving preferences. However, despite its unique charm and modern cult following, the Warlock faced criticism. Its short wheelbase design limited cargo capacity, reducing its practicality for heavy-duty hauling. Some models also suffered from rust and build quality issues, impacting reliability. Additionally, tough competition in the pickup truck market challenged Dodge's ability to maintain market share. Number 1. 1973 Chevrolet Suburban Pickup. The Chevrolet Suburban Pickup was made from 1973 to 1991. It was part of a style called Rounded Line, which had a four-door version based on Chevy's crew cab pickups. One special thing about it was its rear opening, like a tailgate, which made it useful like a pickup truck but spacious like an SUV. For engines, there were different choices. One was a 7.4-liter V8 engine. It had a displacement of 7.4 liters, making around 240 horsepower and about 355 pound-feet of torque. There were also V6 engines available. From 1973 to 1984, models had an inline six-cylinder engine with either 250 or 292 cubic inches. Additionally, there were V8 options like a 307 cubic inch and a 350 cubic inch small block. As for transmissions, there were manual and automatic options. The 4-speed 700 R4 automatic transmission was often used during that time. Even though many people liked the Suburban, it got criticized too. One reason was its size, which made it hard to park and maneuver, especially in cities. The powerful V8 engines were thirsty, meaning they used a lot of fuel, which was bad for fuel economy. Keeping up with repairs for such a big vehicle could also cost a lot, and parking it, especially in tight spots, was a big challenge, almost like trying to dock a battleship. These 17 pickup trucks have earned their place as some of the most disliked vehicles in American automotive history. From size and fuel efficiency to maintenance costs, these trucks faced a range of criticisms. Which of these factors do you think is the most crucial in shaping public opinion? And don't forget to like and subscribe for more automotive content.